Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your GIS News for Wednesday, November 27. Prime Minister Portia Simpson has called for more attention to be paid to the unique challenges being faced by middle-income developing countries and small island developing states such as Jamaica. She was addressing Tuesday's opening plenary of the European Development Days Forum in Brussels, Belgium. Mrs. Simpson pointed out that middle-income countries were home to the majority of the world's poor and there was need to accelerate the development of these nations. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister also used the forum to urge women not to place barriers on themselves in order to move forward and effect change in the world. While pointing to women's dominance in fields such as the justice system, education and health, she argued for greater involvement in matters of politics. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson has voiced support for the medicinal use of marijuana. The minister was responding to questions posed at the Rotary Club of St. Andrew meeting held at the Hotel Four Seasons on Tuesday. Dr. Ferguson argued that while smoking inclusive of marijuana has serious implications for one's health, research findings are also clearly pointing to marijuana's success in helping to treat some medical conditions. In the meantime, the health minister maintains his stance on the critical importance of the recently imposed ban on smoking in specified public places. He points out that the country spends billions of dollars each year to address the ills caused by tobacco smoke, which causes the death of nearly 6 million people worldwide each year. Dr. Ferguson is therefore urging Jamaicans to continue supporting the policy and embrace healthier lifestyle practices. Jamaica and Singapore have signed an Open Skies Agreement (OSA), which will allow some airlines to fly freely between the two countries. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Transport, Works and Housing, Dr. Maurice Guy, and Singapore's Transport Minister Liew Tuk Yew signed the deal Monday. It was inked on the sidelines of the 28th International Maritime Organization Assembly in London. Under the OSA, selected airlines can fly between Jamaica and Singapore, even via third countries, without limitations in the frequency of flights, capacity, and the type of aircraft. Minister Guy says the agreement will translate into increased potential for transportation, commerce, and tourism between the two countries. 4 mobile community security and dispute resolution centers were opened in Marchpen, St. Catherine on Tuesday. The mobile police posts, which cost approximately $25 million, will serve the Lauriston and the Shelter Rock areas. Minister of National Security Peter Bunting has urged the residents to take ownership of the facilities and to work in collaboration with the police to maintain law and order.
Police have an important role to play, yes, but until a community decides that enough is enough, until we as a community make that decision and wider communities across Jamaica, then we won't have a sustainable solution to the crime problem.
Funding for the centers came from the Jamaica Social Investment Fund with participation by the communities. The Ministry of Education has extended the review period for the latest draft of the Jamaica Teaching Council JTC bill. Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites says the existing draft bill has also been referred to the National Council on Education, which is the principal advisor body on education policy. He says the decision was taken to allow more time for collaborative consideration of what will be a vital law to uplift the professionalism of teachers in the transformed educational system. Minister Thwaites says his ministry is willing to make changes to the bill based on the recommendations. And finally, stakeholders from across CARICOM are currently engaged in the second Caribbean Access and Benefit Sharing ABS Protocol workshop aimed at producing a roadmap for the ratification and implementation of the Nagoya Protocol on genetic resources and their use. The workshop is being held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. The ABS Protocol, which emerged from the Convention on Biological Diversity, will enable increased legal certainty, clarity, and transparency for both users and providers of genetic resources. It refers to genetic material from any living organism, such as plants or animals, which can be used for a variety of purposes, ranging from basic research to the development of products. Minister of Water, Land, Environment and Climate Change Robert Pickersgill says his ministry is taking steps to implement the necessary pieces of legislation to support the protocol.
A position paper has also been prepared which outlines the country's road to accession. I will be seeking Cabinet's approval in the coming months to prepare drafting instructions to develop the necessary legislative framework to achieve this goal.
Minister Pickersgill was addressing Monday's opening ceremony for the ABS workshop, which ends on Friday. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.